That's my cousin.
Points.
He had 11. It is high school.
Yeah.
I never played high school basketball, but I did play middle school basketball.
I played high school swimming.
Do you play high school swimming?
Of course.
I didn't play sports.
If you want to win the game, got to play it.
I just went to school.
You just went to school. Well, that's still
Nerd.
impressive.
We didn't come to school to play school. We came to school to play football. Cardale Jones, everybody. Look up his tweets while he was in college. They're the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, I thought it might be from Blue Mountain State.
No, that's a real... He played quarterback for Ohio State. National championship winning quarterback at Ohio State tweeted that.
Is he in the NFL now?
He was.
Did he quit? Did he quit?
No, he was a backup for a long time and then kind of just moved on. School tweet. It's like one of the top search things. I'm gonna read it to you.
We should do one of those search things about ourselves.
Why should we have to go to class if we came here to play football? We ain't come to play school. Classes are pointless.
Oh my gosh.
A+ tweet from Cardale Jones. Oh man.
I wish I was that smart, that clever. Think of a tweet like that.
He did graduate, by the way.
That's good.
If everybody's curious.
Oh, we're live.
Sick.
I'm just here hanging out with
Here's
you.
the thing. I've done the intro the last 3 weeks. I've waited for you to do it, and then you forget.
You do the most work on this podcast. I feel like you've earned the intro.
I could do a little more work, is what you're saying. What's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fanboy.
Whatever makes my load a little lighter.
This is the show where literally Luke and Tyler shove as much of the stuff onto me as possible.
Hey, can you check my cord underneath? Is it loose enough?
Yeah, hold on.
Can you check my email?
I'm just kidding.
Just
Just finish the intro. Finish the intro.
My name's Brett. To my left here is Tyler.
And to my left here is Luke.
Luke, who's your new friend with us today?
Jimma?
No, this lovely fellow.
Tyler? Captain America? Luke Skywalker? Master Chief?
The thing that Game Lord Master in the chat says he has a strong urge to smash.
Oh,
that's rude.
Smash.
So if it was smash or pass,
smash or
he
pass?
would smash.
I'm smashing. I'm smashing. Instant smash. And if I don't smash it in time, I'm screwed. Because it's going to kill me.
So it's going to smash you.
Yes.
Don't tell everybody what smash means.
Yes. Witch Queen came out this week, and I got the collector's edition, and it came with a hive ghost and a bunch of other lore stuff that's over there in the box. But that thing is beautiful, and I love it, and it's kind of cold, and it feels good in my hands, and I just want to squeeze and pop it.
We literally didn't have enough room on the table for all of the other stuff, let alone like the box.
The box is too
huge.
big. It's pretty heavy too, actually.
It's decent. It's kind of a cool little stand that has it has a little puzzle.
Yeah, you turn it on, and you have to rearrange the dials so all the lights light up, and then the hive ghost glows green. It's loud though; it makes noises.
Yeah, unfortunately, not for the show. Can't have it for the show. But Luke, why don't you start out with what you've been doing this week?
Okay, I will. Besides Destiny, I watched 3 movies this week.
What? Damn, you're a beast.
I know, right? Actually, I watched 1 Saturday and 2 on Sunday. I needed a little break from Destiny because I went hard. Brett has actually reviewed all these.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. I'm gonna pull up my review sheet so I can see how it compares.
You can just dash his hopes and dreams if he likes them.
Yeah, they're actually probably all terrible. No, tell me, what'd you watch?
First one I watched was Nightmare Alley.
Oh yes.
Which I thought was okay.
Okay.
I was expecting a creepy carnival movie, and instead I got a not as good version of The Mentalist.
Yeah, it's creepy carnival for about 40 minutes,
which I thought was the best part of the movie.
And then they move on to like deep psycho analysis.
Yeah, and
in
the
Metropolis type thing. Yeah,
it's good, but and the performances are really good. Mm-hmm. The cinematography is really good. It's a beautiful movie. I just didn't like any of the characters.
Well,
And
It's kind of the point. None of the characters
they
are
didn't
But just
intended
like-
to be that likable.
maybe I just didn't
Mm.
like how all
That
of
smells
them
good.
walk into a room and they instantly just want to have sex with each other. That's how every entrance starts. Like Bradley Cooper walks into a room and whoever's looking at him is like, I'm gonna bang you later.
To be fair, it's Bradley Cooper, but for the story,
I mean, I would
It was
walk
just-
in a room and want to bang Bradley Cooper, but I mean, to each his own, I guess.
It was just such a like
it's
an
a very,
odd
it's
thing.
a very horny movie.
It is.
With very little actual sex.
I
so.
think it fits.
Yeah.
Isn't that Del Toro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits.
it fits.
It
Yeah.
fits. Yeah.
But like then there's bits where
It's a deep callback to Freud. Sorry.
like Bradley Cooper is courting this woman at the carnival. And you don't really get to see any of that. It's just like all of a sudden they're together
Mm-hmm.
and then it jumps 2 years and all of a sudden he's great at reading people and it's like I think I would have liked to seen that and see the rise and the fall, but instead it's just like the fall and he's just good at doing something all of a sudden. Like he holds his hands up once like from the one lesson and then all of a sudden he can just read this cop that walks into town. It's like I didn't see him. He was a Mary Sue. I'll say it there. He was a Mary Sue. He was good at really everything, and
Gotta love
that kinda
them
bothered
remakes.
They don't show a lot of that. They do skip over quite a bit.
but it was okay. I give it to Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
The next one I watched was The Power of the Dog,
Yeah.
which I thought was okay until the end, which I thought was awesome.
Okay, I wonder where you were going. Like,
Like the entire movie, I was like, man, this is pretty good. Yeah, I
Mhm.
like this. And then the last like 10 minutes happens, and I was like, okay, that was cool, and it kind of just ties everything up. Once again, really good acting. I still think Benedict Cumberbatch needs to work on his American accents a little bit. He slips quite a bit, in my opinion. But the kid, who's the kid?
oh,
He was really good.
he is. Yeah.
I think he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Cody Smith McPhee.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yep.
He was fantastic. Jesse Plemons is also nominated, and I find that interesting.
I wasn't.
Not
gonna
that
say,
he's
I wasn't
bad.
gonna say anything, but he's just not in it that much.
He's not, and he's not bad, but he probably has like what 10 to 15 minutes. It's him showing up and then him leaving.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just there's not a lot there
Yeah.
for like to be nominated.
And like you
for.
don't need the most screen time. Like Mahershala Ali in Moonlight, he's probably in that movie for what 5 minutes, and he crushed it.
Yeah.
He was amazing. But, I mean,
Clemens is like.
I still love
Oscar-
Jesse Plemons.
Clemens is Oscar bait, man.
Yeah.
If he's in your movie, you got a good shot.
Yep.
This is true.
It was the first movie I'd seen with Kirsten Dunst in like 12 years, I think.
Yeah.
She was really good.
She was.
But yeah, I'd recommend that one. That one was surprising because it was like not creepy. It was unhinging at first, like a light unhinging. And then it like almost becomes like almost a love story, and then it just does not end that way. And I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, fanboy worthy for that one. And
That
then,
aligns. I gave that one a fanboy worthy as well.
and then the last one I watched was Don't Look Up.
Okay. Yeah.
And I completely understand why a lot of people do not like this movie. It's not subtle, but I thought it was hilarious. The freaking snack joke that runs through this movie, I thought was so funny. With like Jennifer Lawrence and the free snacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The first time she walked out, she's like, "These snacks were free." I laughed so hard. I don't know what came over me. But I mean, it was just not subtle satire at all, and I really enjoyed that. I loved how just dumb the people were in this movie. And
Yep.
I really enjoyed that. But I give this one a fanboy worthy as well.
I think I gave that one a booyah. And then
wow, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I think the editing is pretty rough in it. It's really jarring.
It's been a while. I've seen quite a
There's
few movies between now and then.
Yeah, there's just
But
there'll be random edits of the world and it's really quick, and like towards the end things start stuttering. I was like, I don't know if I necessarily like that, but you know, I'm not a movie director, so but I'll judge it nonetheless.
Yet.
I'm not a movie director.
Ever is what Luke's saying. Okay.
I'm a movie watcher.
Cool. Well, thank you for that, Luke. Good reviews. Appreciate hearing.
And plus, I did it nice and short and sweet. That's never happened, right?
That is so rare for you. I'm proud. I'm very proud of you right now. Tyler, you watched at least one movie that Luke and I have already seen. But what else did you do this week?
I watched a movie. I read a comic book. I watched a TV show. And I played a game. All right, you're up. I'm just kidding.
That was too short. Was too short.
I played more Horizon Forbidden West. There's a moment that is very, very cool, and I cannot wait for people to play it because it's just kind of one of those moments where you just smile really big, and I got to that point. It's really fun. Has something to do with the Poseidon mission.
Oh.
You'll see.
Oh.
Can't wait.
I watched episode 3 of Severance. I think I finally put my finger on why I like this show so much.
Because it's good?
Well, yeah. I mean, second to that, I also think it reminds me a lot of like a Blake Crouch book. Because it's just really weird and out there. But it like makes perfect sense, if that makes sense. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
Is it based on anything?
I don't think so. I think what's his name? Adam Scott and Ben Stiller were like, hey Apple, we have this idea and we want to make it. And Apple's like, okay.
Okay.
And it's John Turturro's in it.
The cast is really good.
Christopher Walken's in it. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. And then I read the final book that is inspiration for the Batman,
quote unquote inspiration, right? Like this is
that
what
Matt Reeves has said. It's part of his 3 books that he is most inspired this movie. I read Batman Ego by Darwin Cook. You mentioned psychoanalysis earlier. That's what this is. This is a psychoanalysis of Bruce Wayne and the Batman, not Bruce Wayne the Batman. Bruce Wayne and the Batman. So basically the setup for this story, Batman gets in a fight with the Joker and is wounded and has a ton of blood loss. And there's a loose end, as in a guy who got away. And he's chasing this guy down and he catches up to him on a bridge. And the guy tries to jump and Batman catches him. And they have this conversation. And it's about the Joker's going to kill me and my family. I can't do this. And so I killed my family. And Batman's like, I don't know what to do. Because he just put the Joker away. And the dude kills himself in front of Batman. So Batman's suffering from like that trauma as well as bleeding out. And he goes to the Batcave and has this vision of the Batman as its own entity. And the struggle is Batman is trying to take over and say, no, we need to start killing these dudes. And Bruce Wayne is pushing back saying, no, we need to find a middle ground. We have to both exist. And so the story is basically this inner conflict of Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's really, really good. Fun fact, it was Darwin Cook's first story for DC he ever did.
Oh,
wow. He said, I wanted to do something really weird and different. I think it sucks, but people really like it. So I give it fanboy worthy. I think it's great. You can see some of this inspiration in other Batman movies and specifically animated, but you see it in some of the other movies as well. It's really good. Highly recommend it. And then I watched Coda. Finally got around to watching Coda at 6 a.m. on a Saturday. I will start by saying this is a booyah for me. I think if I had watched this in 2021, it would be in my top 4 movies for the year. I think this is an incredible movie. I cried way more than I expected to. And the coolest thing, and the coolest thing is like it's not a sad cry, right? It's just
to feel good.
It just feels good. And I was talking to Brett a little bit about it yesterday. I think the best way to describe this movie is it's beautiful. I don't think there's a better way to describe it. And it does a really good job of making an unrelatable topic relatable. And I just think it's so impressive. So I don't think it'll win Best Picture, but I tell you what, I'm rooting for it. I really hope this gets some awards. I know
it did well at
SAG.
SAG.
Yeah, it did really well at the SAG Awards. The Dad
and
won Best Supporting.
Best Supporting, I think it won Best Ensemble Cast.
It did
for drama.
It
so
did.
it's getting recognition, which
it is.
It should. It's really good.
Highly recommend that movie. If you have Apple TV, go watch it. If you don't, find a way to watch it. It's really, really good. And that's it. That's all I did.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I didn't do a lot this week. I mostly just played Witch Queen, which Luke and I will talk about in a little bit. But part of that was I just had a lot of sadness this week. And I know we don't want to dwell on a lot of world events, but I just think it's important to take care of yourself. And if you need a break from the world, take a break. If the news seems overwhelming, talk to someone about it, or, escape and read a book or watch a movie. It's kind of what we try and do here. And on the flip side, I just want to remind everyone that the real world impacts us and entertainment and fun stuff as well. So I don't know, without going into more frappy things, just be kind to each other and no more war, please. You don't need more of that.
And I guess while you're on that, please wear your seatbelts when you're in a vehicle. Two football players from all of our alma mater passed away in a car accident this past weekend on a road that we've probably driven down 150 times.
Yeah.
No seatbelts and
single car accident.
Yep, single car accident. 2 dead. 1 in the hospital.
You never think it'll be you.
Yeah.
And there's always that chance.
Yep.
So
just a lot.
Okay. Let's
What else
pivot. I didn't literally I didn't do anything else. So
I was depressing into that segment.
Well, I played Witch Queen and I really enjoyed it. And I had a lot of fun still. We'll come back to that. Let's talk about some trailers.
Let's do it.
There's a couple trailers that dropped this week. You guys are a little more excited about them than I am. So why don't you, Luke, lead us off with which one was most exciting to you?
Well, Secrets of Dumbledore.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, is that really a question?
No.
The other one I'm not excited for at all. But I mean, it's another movie in the Harry Potter universe. I just can't help but be excited.
Heck yeah.
Even I have my doubts that it will be good, but I'm still looking forward to enjoying an awesome world and seeing cool magic.
Yep. Right there with you. I'll thumbs up this trailer.
I give it a thumbs up.
I will thumbs up this trailer.
Now bring in the pain, Brett.
Smash. More.
Brett bringing the depression.
Wait, pass. No, I'm passing on this.
Oh yeah, we gotta smash our
Smash or pass.
I'm smashing this trailer.
Yeah, I'll smash this trailer.
This trailer has lots of smashing of buildings in it.
It does. But they can do the cool magic thing and put them back together.
I just felt like this trailer specifically was just so heavy on CG magic effects. You really...
Do you want them to do real magic, Brett?
Yes.
Okay.
Either do it practically or not at all.
That eliminates 97% of your movies that you like.
Shh. No one needs to know that.
Well, they make real dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park sucks because they don't have real dinosaurs.
No.
Bunch of losers.
I'm still kind of excited for Secrets of Dumbledore.
I am excited for Secrets of Dumbledore. Fight me.
Look, I'm cautious because of how I'm hopeful because of they've had enough time to actually address feedback. But I'm nervous because of A, who all is involved, and B, in terms of it's still Rowling and her world. I don't know how much change, Mr. Producer over here at Warner Brothers is actually going to make happen. But like I also didn't feel like in the trailer. And again, this is a trailer. I understand. I'm reading into it. That's kind of the point.
What? No, you cannot overanalyze, Brett.
I just didn't feel like the cast feels like they have that much chemistry in the trailer. And I get there's lots of cuts and like it all moves pretty quick, but I don't know. I'm
The
hoping
thing that I didn't like about the trailer
Mickelson
was that it was 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it
Just
is
a long
very
trailer.
Yeah. I don't know.
Smashing Dumbledore? What?
Oh, all right. So then our second trailer that just dropped today, I think it was just today,
Yep.
was the Morbius trailer. As we gear up for that one coming out fairly soon too, right?
I guess for the trailer, I'll go sideways because I don't.
That's where I land too.
I don't think it's a bad trailer, and for marketing's sake, I feel like it could do its job, but I just don't care about the property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just watching it
They definitely
and moving on with my
They definitely leaned into more of the Michael Keaton being involved thing in this.
Yeah,
one. Like, it feels like
he
he's
got
more than
he got
just a,
more lines in the
like a
trailer, which
post-credit
means that
scene.
he's probably more than just the.
They just needed to wait on that No Way Home success.
Yeah, I'm
like,
super,
all right, put in the Adrian Toomes scenes.
all the references.
I'm super interested to see like where this fits. I think more than I am watching this movie. If that makes
In the
sense.
greater scheme of things.
Yeah, like I just don't understand like where I am. If that makes sense.
Probably New York or
Well,
San
no,
Francisco.
no. I don't mean like actual location. I just mean like where does this movie fit in all of this? Like how does it tie into Venom? How does it tie into the Spider-Man movies? And how does it tie into Madam Web? Because I'm sure we'll get something from that in it.
Craven.
And Craven, right? We'll talk about that in a minute.
Craven news?
Mm-hmm.
I think that this one, especially after Venom 2, I've just lost
that gem
a lot of confidence in Sony outside of
And Uncharted.
Spider-Man proper. I had a whole little rant about Sony last week, and I won't repeat that. But yeah, I just don't have any interest. I'm gonna go see it because I've got a Regal Unlimited card, and it's not gonna cost me. Like this is one I'll not pay the $3 extra to see in IMAX.
Oh no,
I'll go see this one for free and review it because we talk about these things. But yeah, zero interest in this. And
watch it be like really good, and everybody's like, "Yo, that was lit."
I mean, look,
There's always that chance.
that's the best possible scenario, and I'm hoping for it. But
The best thing that this movie
I'm
can
not
do.
hoping, because then I'll get my hopes up.
The best thing that this movie can do is make me not just angry at Jared Leto. The whole movie, I'm gonna be going, I don't like your dumb face, Jared Leto. What'd you mail in the post to your poor actors this time? Send them dead bats.
He sent them Smasher Pass emails with pictures of bats.
of himself,
Of himself, probably.
himself
Or that,
in all
yeah.
his different costumes.
That's true.
As all of his
Dude, he
different
looks
roles.
creepy in that Apple TV show.
Yeah,
He looks weird.
yeah.
He always looks kind of weird.
Something.
Weird guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Other trailers. Anything else? I didn't have any.
I don't have
I
any.
mean, I guess gaming trailers. There was a Pokemon Presents over the weekend, and they revealed Generation 9 of Pokemon. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and they revealed the 3 starters, which I will say, I think the starters look the best they've looked in a while. They don't all look... Like, there's not one where you're just like, yeah, no, that one sucks. Like, I think they all look decent. It looks like they're going to use the Legends Arceus art style with updated graphics, but that same like open world.
I was just going to ask, didn't they just release a new Pokemon game?
Yeah, so
New game every 6 months, baby.
It looks like what they're going for is, I think Pokemon Legends Arceus was them testing like their new movement, the open world, new catching mechanics, new battle mechanics. And then they started, once they got that close, I think they started to pull their resources over to this Gen 9 that they had already been
When's
working
this
on.
releasing?
It says 2022. Probably November would be my guess. That's typically where they release their mainline games. So we'll see. Nintendo is notorious for announcing things really late. And this is no different.
They're also notorious for announcing things really early.
Metroid Prime.
I think
exactly
that's
what I was
true.
thinking.
Currently in pre-production.
Yeah.
Are you
I
getting
think
Violet or
18
Scarlet?
years. It's been 84 years.
So I hate the Pokemon Scarlet title treatment, so I'll probably get Violet. I think it looks bad.
What's the difference?
They're different fonts.
Different colors?
Different fonts,
Oh.
different colors. The Violet one looks like stars. They have stars running through it, so I'm guessing that the legend will be space related. I tend to lean that direction.
Are there Pokemon from space?
Oh yeah.
Mewtwo from space?
No, Mewtwo's a clone
Of what?
Of Ray?
What? Of another Mewtwo?
of Mew. He's like a defunct.
Oh, is that why he's
So-
Mewtwo?
Yeah. He's a defunct.
Bro, I just unlocked Pokemon! I got it all up here,
He's like a defunct clone of Mew. Yes.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Wait, so is Mew from space?
No. Maybe. Probably. I don't know everything about every Pokemon, but I think Mew
Why
might
not?
be from space.
You're the Pokemon guy on this podcast.
I am, but I am not. You know.
That's it, I'm taking
Where
over your
is
job.
Mew?
You got it.
I'm
It's all
playing
yours.
through all the Pokemon games.
I will let you play through all of them. I will provide them to you.
I would not last 5 minutes in whatever the Pokemon Blue or the first one is called.
Well, it's so old. Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
I have to play them all though. Got in order.
Silver's the best one.
Wait, hold on. If I played all of them, would I have
Yeah.
to play Red and Blue, or could I
That's
just
it.
play Red?
So Game Lord Master brings up a great point. Arceus in this is God. Is the god Pokemon who creates all the Pokemon.
all right. So who would win in a fight, Arceus or Alpha Trion?
I don't know what that is.
It's the god in Transformers.
I don't know.
It's who the primes serve as Alpha Trion.
That's the crossover we need. Pokemon and Transformers. Let's go.
That would get me interested.
I
That
would
would be
I
super
would
wild.
be very interested in that.
Yeah, so okay. Lepke is the new Pokemon resident. Dialga and Palkia are the gods of time and space. And then Giratina is the god of darkness, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He's some weird god, demon, lizard, worm creature thing. He's weird. He changes forms and stuff. It's wild. Pokemon's very
So long
strange.
story short, we have a new game coming out probably in 6 months.
Yes.
Okay,
You
cool.
asked the question.
I know.
Don't long story short me. You asked. You started this rabbit hole.
I like starting the rabbit holes and then blaming them on you.
That's fine.
So, well, all right. If that was there any more gaming trailers?
I'll thumbs up the Pokemon trailer. I thought it was cool. It's like half
I didn't watch.
live action, half.
I watched
Animated.
the trailer.
It wasn't bad,
It
right?
was fine.
Yeah. See, and Luke hates Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is. Man, we're moving so much faster than last week. I love it. Let's move right into news.
Okay.
News two.
News too.
News
two.
News two.
It's the clone.
Bru-
of the
dude, you
alien.
literally just blew my mind with that. What clever naming?
That's Giratina,
Oh, looks
and he
intense.
turns into this version.
Is it like a scorpion? It almost looks like a scorpion.
He's weird.
A worm, scorpion.
This
A
is-
worm.
This is Dialga. See, there's Dialga and Palkia. They're the gods of space and time.
Dude, Pokemons are crazy.
This is my favorite Pokemons. ever.
Luigi?
Yeah, pretty much. Lugia.
That,
It's like a
that
Luigi.
one's name is Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
And if you say it backwards, it's Ho-Oh.
It's like a phoenix.
Yeah.
Is it Dumbledore's Pokemon?
Well, moving out of Pokemon,
Now I'm
I
just gonna
guess
look up legendary Pokemon and let you guys look at them. and
the
react while he talks about stuff that we're trying to talk about.
we got news today or
This is
this
way more
week
fun.
that Indiana Jones wrapped filming.
Bro, I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I think you guys are excited for it. I'm excited for it. I really like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, actually.
yeah.
I know it has the weird swinging scene, but
Yeah, honestly, you take that out, and it's not a bad Indiana Jones movie.
it's just the same as the other ones. Except Raiders. Raiders is on another level. Let's be real.
Well, and I think it was done at a time in Harrison Ford's career where he was not trying that hard.
Yes.
So I'm hoping. Well, I'm just hoping with. And I know that it was Spielberg, and Spielberg can usually get people to act, but like Mangold's a great director, so I think he'll be able to get a good performance out of.
That's what makes me most excited is that Mangold's doing it.
Yeah,
Juice for that.
So hope. There's hope. Hope for the future.
Don't do that. Don't.
Okay. Did you guys have news, or should I just go through?
I have 0 news stories written down.
I have some.
I'm just here to listen.
We pre-planned before the show real well together.
We talked about Morbius, and then we talked about how it would be connected to Kraven the Hunter. There's news on Kraven the Hunter this week.
Yeah.
They casted Kraven's half brother, the Chameleon. He'll be played by Fred
Astaire.
Heshinger
Heshinger
from White Lotus. I don't know who he is. Don't know. I didn't watch that show.
Cool.
But yeah, Chameleon's going to be in that movie. That'll be interesting. He steals people's identities. Kind of cool.
Hey, actually,
Identity
Chameleon
theft is not a joke, Jim.
Chameleon's in one of my my daughter's little 5-minute Spider-Man story books.
Nice.
They have a one of their short stories revolves around the chameleon.
Do they kill him? They snap his neck?
Definitely not. In a
Should buy
children's
better
book.
Children's book.
Spider-Man not really known for snapping necks, I don't think.
Nah, they just argue about ice cream. The Spidey book I have for my kid. It's weird.
Yeah. In other casting related news, Chris Hemsworth was cast in the Mad Max prequel movie as the villain.
I thought we already knew that.
It was news to me. Maybe I am late to that party.
I think
thought
we
that
already
came
knew
out
that.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably because they're filming in his backyard, and he's
My
like, "Yeah, I'll
bad."
do it."
I'm excited for that though.
cool.
So.
Mine too.
I always like it when actors kind of play outside their what they're kind of typecast as. So
Yeah,
seeing,
we've never seen him as a
I've never really
villainous.
seen him as a villain.
Who
So.
else is in that?
Anya Taylor-Joy is Furiosa.
That's right. Yeah, I'm looking forward. That'll be fun. So from one MCU actor to another, right?
Heck yeah.
Ryan
Keep it
Reynolds
rolling.
said this week that Deadpool 3 news is coming soon.
Not surprised.
I'm surprised it's even going to happen.
When the whole
I thought this would be one they kind of hoped just kind of went away.
I think that was maybe an initial thought, but Ryan Reynolds is
He wouldn't let that happen.
hot right
Yeah.
now in terms of like just general
Goodwill.
people like Ryan Reynolds movies. So why would you not try and make even if it is an R-rated movie? Like which I can see him really wanting to keep that. I would imagine that would be a thing.
Yes.
I think that Disney will be like, that's fine.
They'll just
It'll
run-
make its
They'll
money
just
back.
run it under the Miramax banner.
Yeah.
They still have the Fox
I would say,
stuff, though. They, can just do
They
that
still have
as well.
20th Century Studios.
Yeah.
Fox Searchlight.
Just Searchlight Pictures.
Yeah, just Searchlight Pictures.
They dropped
Oh,
all
yeah.
of the Fox.
Stupid foxes.
All of the Foxes are gone. Even that Robin Hood movie.
A Robin Hood movie?
Yeah.
Fox Robin Hood
The
movie?
Robin Hood movie where it's
The animated
animals.
one where they're foxes?
It has a deep cut and Luke did not get it. I'm glad Tyler did. Have you never seen the animated Robin Hood movie?
No.
What?
It's like the best Robin Hood movie.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What?
I was like, dude, that movie's great.
Robin
How?
Hood, Little John walking through the forest.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, not all day. Of course I've seen it. Are you kidding me? Can't believe you fell for that.
Sucker. You did such a good job of playing that.
Are you sure you're not getting into an acting career?
No, he's going to be a director.
I don't know, just watch the movies.
I just like
It's
to
easier.
appreciate art.
I'd rather watch it and judge them
Fair enough.
from a couch.
Fair enough.
I have two things left.
Go for it.
Michael Keaton showed his first look at Batman, which was just a shadow silhouette, but people are going crazy about it. Kind kind of talked about how he's playing Batman in the Flash and
Dude,
going forward. I'm assuming that means the Batgirl movie.
Dude, those
and
behind the scene photos of him in the Batgirl were awesome.
Suit looks good.
Yeah, suit looks real good.
Yeah.
I wonder if he can turn his head now.
I hope they keep it so like as a funny callback.
I hope he does
And
it.
all the
I hope he
characters-
does it, and then he turns back the other way.
No, this is cool. I think it's really awesome that he's just Batman again.
Yeah.
Super underrated thing to think about.
I think it's interesting that once again we're getting, Marvel is setting, and this is not a comment on quality. Marvel setting up this big multiverse thing, and DC's like, we gotta be there too.
Yeah. It's all happening at the same time. Same with like Batman v Superman and Civil War.
Yeah, like it's interesting. Those things happen naturally because of where studios think the public is.
You know what they should do though? DC and Marvel should create like totally different rules so people are just so confused.
Yes.
Just be like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And just see how many people do like these mental gymnastics to make the movies make sense to them. It'd just be so funny.
Yes, please.
Huge troll job.
Yes. Okay. Disney is the first studio to announce that it's halting theatrical releases in Russia for the time being. Be interesting to see how many others. The Batman, I guess, is still going, still happening. But it'll be interesting to see how, with that economy kind of in a bit of a
Decline.
free fall. If it's even worth releasing movies over there right now.
Cost you more than
Politics aside, if it costs all of a sudden $50 to go see a movie, are people gonna do it? Probably not.
Do they have Regal Unlimited?
Yeah, it's $200 a month.
Well, if you paid for the whole year in advance.
In advance, you're set. You're good.
Then it's only $500.
I've already paid.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if other studios follow suit or if streaming services pull their content or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Not our show related, but FIFA and the UEFA has banned Russia from competition for the World Cup and other
Lots
tournaments.
of athletic stuff.
I saw the IOC was doing stuff too.
Oh, are they
Yeah.
now?
Mm.
Timing. Sorry.
Yeah, for real.
IOC punishing Russia. I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, my last news story is more of just an awareness thing. The embargo for the Batman lifted, so watch out for spoilers online because they are inevitably going to be popping up in the coming days. And the general consensus around the movie is pretty positive, so I was already excited. This is just fueling that even more.
Yeah.
We're seeing it in 22
We'll be in it.
hours and 20 minutes.
24 hours from now, we'll be halfway through the movie.
Oh my gosh. I can't even process.
Also, make sure you get there at 7 because it's like an event showing. So a lot of times they show either less trailers or no trailers.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
So just
good reminder.
Yeah, don't show up at 7:20 and be like, "What the hell, man? The movie already started." And inevitably there will be people who do it. It happens every time. Because when we saw Aquaman early, I don't think there was any trailers in front of it.
Mm-mm. There wasn't for Bumblebee for me.
Yeah, there usually isn't anything.
Yeah, they
so
have like a special little
intro,
an intro graphic or something, and the theater manager will come out and be like, "We're super excited," and yada yada yada.
I bet we'll get the World Needs Heroes little trailer thing. A quick little intro from like Matt Reeves and Pattinson, and then it'll go into the movie.
Yep.
That's my guess.
Yep.
No, they're not physically going to. Do
What?
video.
To Wichita? Why not?
Dude, big market, you know.
To Kansas? Why not?
Maybe Pattinson will show up dressed like he's getting drafted in the NBA in 2003.
Maybe if it was a Superman movie.
Mm,
Feel like
that would make sense.
we would have Oh,
That
bigger
would make
chits.
sense.
That's
Not a
also
lot.
that was also in the news this week. Not really news. The press junket for the Batman. Matt Reeves was like, "Yeah, I ain't bringing an alien into my movies." It's like, nah, we ain't doing that yet. It's gonna be a while.
His movies.
Movies.
Movies, he
Let
said?
the speculation begin.
His movies and shows.
Yeah. Yep. He's going to have a nice little run here at DC, I think. So good for him.
Much deserved.
Indeed. After a
Indeed.
very successful career.
They did the thing.
Okay. Are we ready to talk about Destiny 2?
Oh, I'm always ready to talk about Destiny.
Tyler, are you ready to take a nap? Tyler's ready to take a nap. So, Luke and I played Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, that expansion which had been delayed, sadly, finally released just this last week. And, boy, it is good.
It's like mind-blowingly good. I thought I would like it, and I thought it would have like a good campaign and good new weapons and all that stuff, but the story like actually like blew my mind.
It's
like just
the
being so
most-
engrossed with it for so long now. Not as
Yeah.
long as you, I know.
No,
But,
it's
like,
not a contest.
I'm just like so in the trenches of Destiny lore at this point that when they revealed stuff through the campaign, I lost it. And I like had to take a break because I was just like
Bungie has
so
done,
disheveled.
Bungie has done such a good job over the years of really fleshing out kind of the lore behind many of these, other races or even Guardians or, Awoken, kind of humanity. There's these giant mysteries, and they've kind of given us bits and pieces throughout the way, which if you're a casual player, you may completely miss. And this was the first time, other than maybe Destiny 2, like the vanilla campaign, where it really felt like they were saying, here is an enemy, someone you either or like in Destiny 2 it was just the Cabal, but here's kind of this faction of the Cabal, and we're going to show you these kind of different faces, and in this one it's Savathun in the Hive, and we're going to wrap this really interesting story in something thematically that is going to like change the way you play the game. And at the same time, we're going to take all this lore that we sprinkled throughout the way, and we're going to
For 7 years.
and we're going to either reveal more of it, we're going to give you things, more information, we're going to turn things on its head. This has a very much a kind of detective.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you're like a psychic detective.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how our greatest enemy all of a sudden is able to wield
this
the
power
light that we've had for so long
has
now.
been exclusive to us.
Mm-hmm.
And
it did not disappoint.
It did not. It did not. Oh man, roller coaster of emotions in terms of how you feel about certain characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's some new. I don't think it's really a spoiler. You meet him fairly early in, but there's like kind of this rogue. There's a character. Yeah, there's a character that you think would be on the enemy's side, but is actually like
Helping us.
kind of a defector and is helping you. And like the voice acting is really well done. And
dude, he cracks me up.
It's so well written lines and yeah.
And not only like campaign, yes, great, but they made so many updates. We got the first light update with Void 3.0, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
I almost never take off Void. I don't want to. I love watching those purple explosions.
I get some arc or solar bounties. I'm like, okay, for like 5 minutes, I'm gonna switch over. Then I switch back immediately.
Yeah, and then they added weapon crafting,
which I haven't gotten to do a lot of yet.
I've done a little. The problem is that not everything is craftable. Um, and you have to unlock a certain amount of patterns, and they're just not dropping at a super high rate.
Yeah.
But the main thing that like I use that I've crafted is the exotic you get after you beat the game and the glaive, which is another new addition, a whole new weapon type.
Yeah.
And I think the glaive is awesome. It's great for suppression with the artifact mods, and it's just fun to shoot something and just go whack at it.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's in first person, which is a lot of fun. But it's like a Taken King, where they made so many updates, but it's better.
There's so many small updates, and what's great about it is that there's so many new things to do with those updates, right? So, like, when you're talking about subclass changes or new weapon archetypes, like, yeah, I can go explore Savathun's Throne World, or I can go hop into a revamped Gambit, or I can do the new seasonal activity, or I can do Wellsprings, or I can replay campaign missions for once, and I can do it on a higher difficulty.
Yes.
So, like, there's all, and I didn't even mention Crucible. Like, there's all these different things that they not just threw in there, but like, it just made for a really, it felt like a really full expansion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like the majority of everything I've done has just been playing the campaign and replaying the campaign. On the day it came out, I just played through it on classic mode, so it was the more normal difficulty. I just wanted to enjoy the story and not stress about anything. And it was still difficult. It wasn't easy. It wasn't hard. But the biggest advantage was I had multiple reses, so I didn't have to stress over dying.
Yeah.
And I'm going through again now on my Titan and doing it solo legendary. But what was really fun was me and Lepke did a replay on our Warlocks on legendary. And it was just a blast.
Yeah.
It was so much fun with the Void updates. We're just chucking Nova Bombs everywhere. And the difficulty scales. So since there's two of us, it's harder if it was just one. So we have to be pretty decisive in what we want to do, and we have to crutch on Galahorn every once in a while, but that's okay.
They've kind of talked about it. I mean, the goal was that it was essentially end game content.
Yeah.
So you're not going to just blast through it with 3 people super easy, laughing and making jokes all the way. Like, you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to worry about if someone goes down, how are we picking them up?
The boss fights feel like boss fights.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking Elden Ring boss fights. But like a lot of times, like say in Forsaken or Shadowkeep or Beyond Light, you get to the boss fight and, you know, you just kind of duck and hide and shoot for a bit, duck and hide and shoot for a bit, and eventually you beat them.
Yeah.
Might go down a couple times, a buddy reses you, it's all good.
Yeah.
No, this is like raid rules. You're 10 below power, you have 1 res token, and if 2 people go down and you only have 1 res token, you're gonna have to start over.
Yeah.
And you got to play smart, and it's really well done. And the boss fights and just going around through the campaign has like other things from raids and dungeons where there's puzzles.
Yeah.
The first time I figured out the puzzle to get into the altar, I was like, yeah, let's go. I was really surprised I figured it out. Honestly, I'm pretty dumb when it usually comes to that stuff.
Man, the second time you go to the altar,
That's why I played Titan.
it took me forever to figure out that there were, like, you had to, like, not just use the things that were right in front of you, but there were, like, a whole, like, all around the little room, like, the room.
Mm-hmm.
It felt so dumb.
Yeah. Thankfully, now I got a little bit of a grasp on it.
Yeah. Once you kind of figure it out, it's fairly easy. And unfortunately, like, for that specifically, my nitpick would be like once I like beat the boss, now I kind of don't really want to have to run around the room and find the the symbols, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer the kind of exploration that's out in the open world, especially like on the exotic quests and stuff like that, where it's like find the the deep sight and, then find the things you have to either line up the visual or shoot the things or find the hidden path. Like, those are more interesting. But the puzzle, the little rune puzzle was fun the first couple times, for sure.
Yep. Oh, I played so much. I'm ready to go in with threesies.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll go in on a hunter. Boo. But it's okay. It's okay. I like all three.
You can hang out
unlike
in
Brett,
my
who
rift.
only likes Warlock.
Not that I only like Warlock. I just don't have enough time to run 3.
Yeah. That's fair. I'll allow it. But a great villain. They did some crazy stuff with the lore. There's a tease for the future, which I don't know if it's just for the raid or for just everything throughout the year with what happens at the end.
Yeah.
But holy crap.
Yeah, we're finally getting some answers.
Honestly, we got tons of answers just throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Which I feel like doesn't happen a lot in Destiny. Like in Forsaken, it was just kind of Avengecade.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
And it was a great campaign. It was awesome. I loved killing Uldren, and I love that he's our teammate now.
Yeah.
But this is the first campaign I feel like that is just good storytelling. Like, great storytelling with great gameplay, and it didn't have the thing where it's, now, go kill these 4 bosses, go kill these 3 bosses, which is what Shadowkeep and Beyond Light kind of was.
Yeah.
Which were pretty much exactly the same, just different locations.
It's very much I think it's the first time an expansion, and I'll say an expansion because I think they had a solid idea of what they wanted the original vanilla Destiny 2 campaign story to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the first time that it felt like this wasn't a rushed, small, expansion-sized campaign offering. Like, this felt like a full-fledged Destiny campaign where they knew where they were going with the story, so they could take those big swings. I think a lot of times they play things safe, and they just kind of give you a little taste because they're not 100%. Kind of with Shadowkeep. This is my theory: is that Shadowkeep was probably not originally intended to be a thing, but when they realized that Beyond Light needed more time, well, how can we reuse the space and not create a whole bunch of new assets? Kind of come up with things, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the pyramid in there, and we're gonna kind of craft some a tease of here's what's coming. And it feels like, and I'm okay if Bungie from now on, if you want to take an extra 4 months to polish it, like, that's fine. You don't have to hit that 1 year mark exactly.
Yeah.
I'm okay with sitting out the last half of a very long season and
that extra
waiting.
That extra 3 months was so worth it.
Yeah.
In every way.
And you know what it proves? It proves that you can actually make a game working from home.
Yeah.
Like,
forgot about that.
Sorry, Battlefield. Not that great of an excuse.
Is it Halo's fault that Destiny is so good?
I was going to say, you can't blame Halo.
Well, I guess we kind of can, because Bungie originally made Halo. Maybe they just learned a lot on how to make games. Good. It's just Halo's fault in a different way.
In a different way. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, in a
What's
good way.
up, JT? JT's over in the chat. Tyler, he's asking you if you need a break from the Destiny 2 talk.
JT, have you been playing Elden Ring?
He has.
JT, in the chat, let us know how Elden Ring is.
Put your review in the chat, because none of us play. I'm too scared.
Dude,
yes.
Sorry, quick sidebar. I think the art style in Elden Ring is gorgeous, though.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It's one of those games.
It looks really pretty.
I like watching.
Yeah.
I like watching people play it.
Rage when they play it.
It's fun. It's a little bit like Dark Souls. Like, I enjoy watching people play it well, like, that know what they're doing, and I think I would just be incredibly frustrated and incredibly sad after 4 hours.
It is a Souls game.
But
Anyway, back on Destiny. One thing they did, like, put out a little behind the scenes video on social media this week, and I thought it was so cool. They have one actor do mocap
yeah,
for everybody, and one actor do all of the emotes. And that just blows me away, because there's like moments in the game where there's 10 people in a room, and it's one person having to remember all these positions, and I just thought that was so amazing because it looks so good too, and
yeah.
to match it up with all the voice acting, good job whoever did that.
I was gonna say we got more lines from our Guardian this year, who I think is a different
Sad
voice actor yet again.
I miss the Awoken female. I think was Grey Griffin, who I'm a big fan of, and it's not anymore, and that makes me sad.
I'm pretty sure they've just condensed the voice actors to male voice actor, female voice actor,
and they just put a little robot on the.
They just do a little distortion.
Grey Griffin might have been the female EXO. My Hunter's an EXO though.
But yeah, it's interesting having listened to probably 4 or 5 different versions of my Guardian's voice over the years, and through times where they're just completely silent as well.
Oh, that was the rough period.
It really was. But
they put in a Crucible map instead of having our character talk.
Have you done any of the? Have you played any?
I've played Zero Crucible. I've played Zero Gambit. I'll do it eventually, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I did one strike through the Vanguard playlist. No, I don't think I did. I just did the 2 that are in the campaign.
There's one in the campaign and one post-campaign, right? Yeah.
And they were good.
They are. They're very good.
I really want to watch people do the Grandmasters.
I'm very nervous about Nightfalls. Yeah.
The one where like the platform is moving throughout it and you can't go anywhere. Like I want to know how people are going to figure out how to stay alive there, especially now that protective light is useless.
Yeah.
People just crushed on that. The other thing that just got me really excited is just kind of going back to maybe the Vidoc, or it might have been the Witch Queen giant presentation they did a while back. And they talked about how the Witch Queen is kind of starting a narrative, more narrative focused game. And so it gets me excited just for the mini stories we're going to get throughout the seasons, because that was one of the best parts about last year in Destiny. How they're going to continue the story, especially since I still have so many questions because of the ending. But then, like, going into Lightfall, are we going to get another one of these?
Right? Yeah, like, the fact that I think I've never been as hopeful for Destiny after last year's seasons. The seasonal offerings were really, really good. You know, even if the kind of the seasonal activity was a bit of just kind of a reskin thing, that doesn't surprise me. There was enough variety in there that it was okay. But the storylines in each of those seasons were really good. If we can get that plus a fantastic campaign, I will happily pay my $100 a year for access to all the new Destiny content.
I'm with you. The raid is on Saturday, and
are you hopping in?
No, I'm busy. Nor am I good enough. You remember when we went in on day 1 Vault of Glass and we got absolutely wrecked for like 30 minutes and went, let's wait till tomorrow.
Let's wait till yeah. We even knew what was going on.
I didn't.
Well, that's true. But
I mean, we were just trying to open a door. I figured that out pretty quick, but then I just died in 5 seconds. It was like,
Does right over in the chat, Lepke says Invis Hunters will be extremely meta. Anything that you think is a little too hot right now or unbalanced?
Void 3.0 is extremely unbalanced. It's extremely powerful, but I'm not complaining about it. I want it to be that powerful. It's awesome. Tune it down when Arc or Solar, whichever one's out, comes next.
Yeah.
And then I'll enjoy Arc or Solar. That's fine.
Yeah.
Stasis was busted at the beginning, and it was awesome. I know everybody hated it because Crucible, but PvE was lots of fun.
PvE was really fun with Stasis.
Even on Titan, even though it sucks now.
I would say it still even is. I had a couple challenges or not challenges, but bounties that required me to switch over to Stasis, and
Warlock
I
Stasis
forget
is a lot
how
of
fun that is.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting more and more of these really long distance melee.
The fact
and
that the
so
Titan
fun.
can throw their Captain America shield now is maybe the greatest Destiny addition in the history of anything Bungie related. It's so nice. We've had one ranged melee with the hammer, and it's okay. If you have a 1-2 punch gun and Syntheseps and you're doing a Bonk Titan, that's fun. But it's just not viable all the time.
Yeah.
I throw a shield and I get an overshield. And you would too if you're standing next to me. It's like, let's go.
Insane.
I feel like I'm actually the tank. I'm actually the protector Titan instead of just I'm the one that looks like a soldier.
Yeah. Yeah.
They leaned way more into the roles of the 3 different characters, and it's awesome. We got these stealthy hunters. They can go invisible almost all the time. And with their teammates too. Like now you can shatter dive and go invisible. I'm just really excited for. I think Arc is next.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited with like what they'll do with like Thunder Crash.
Oh gosh. I was pretty happy. I think it was last season or maybe 2 seasons ago when they touched up the Stormcaller with landfall got super buffed, and that was so fun. I'm really interested to see it if I can do.
I want Savathun's landfall.
Yeah.
Seriously though, is her light abilities a preview for kind of what's coming? Like even with Blade Barrage.
Yeah.
How instead of just woo, it's gonna be more of like the spinning fans and then launch it stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just so much better and freaking owns me.
Well, speaking of Hive that are carrying the light, how did you feel like fighting the Acolyte, I don't remember what the wizard and the Knight went in the campaign and even just in the open world? Is it?
If there was one, it went okay. If there was multiple, a little stressful.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end, especially in that last mission where, and I really want to do this, I think it'd be really cool to just have you, me, and Lepke go in. I can go on Hunter, but to have each 3.
Oh,
so we can have the 1v1s of each class. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Dude,
but,
it was...
Dude, those freaking Acolytes with their Blade Barrage just destroy me, man.
Yep. Always be right. They're right next to cover.
And they pop their super every 10 seconds. It's like, I don't have that many suppressor grenades.
Yeah, I definitely spec'd out for suppression late as I got into the campaign more and more. It was like, I need to be able to... And
at one point, I was like, I'm going to have to bring out Striker Cannon.
It doesn't shut down their super immediately. Mm-hmm. Like, if they've started their animation, they will finish it before that hits. So you have to be able to look behind cover.
Which I'm terrible at. I'm terrible at it. And Ogres just lines me up with his aimbot and it's just like, man, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, but overall, man, I had a lot of fun with the combat and kind of the sandbox. It finally feels like Destiny's a little bit more of a sandbox game again, which Bungie is historically really good at. Mm-hmm. So
the build crafting is going to be insane.
Yeah. I cannot wait for YouTube to tell me how I should spec out.
That's right, baby.
Because I'm not going to do all that math myself. I need this much for this cooldown to add with this fragment of this aspect.
It's literally their job. They play the game all day. We have jobs to do.
Get that ad revenue so that we can... Yeah, exactly. But I know that we've only just beaten the campaign, and we've played some of the seasonal stuff, but do you feel comfortable giving The Witch Queen a review, a rating of some kind?
it's tough because it's into its 7 years.
Yeah.
I think it's their best expansion they've done, campaign wise. Obviously, like, there's still the raid and all the seasons to go through. But just from a campaign standpoint, I think this is the best one they've ever done.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. I think that the offering that it presents is so robust, so much more robust than
I feel like there's
anything
just
else
such
they've
stakes,
done.
too.
And story-wise, it's finally really moving the story forward.
Because, like, remember, like, D2 Vanilla came out, and in the beginning, you lose your light.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, well, I bet I'll get it back pretty soon. But, like, now we're at a point where it's like, morally, there's so much gray. There's a lot of people I'm not sure to trust, or maybe I should trust.
Yeah.
Everybody at this point is killable. We're killable. We kill ghosts every 10 seconds, man, if it calls for it. So it's like, I think I would love a version of, like, a mission where you go against the Lucent Hive, and they pop your ghost, and you have to start totally over. Like, Grandmaster rules, like, if you all die.
Yeah.
But, like, even if your ghost gets popped and your other two buddies are still going, they can't res you. You're done. You're dead.
Gosh.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be crazy.
I think it'd be hilarious to watch my ghost just get... You're like, oh, shoot. Record.
That would be terrifying. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think if you've ever been a fan of Destiny, you'll probably enjoy this expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm not getting back on.
Darn it, Sina!
Even though I completely tuned all of that out and have no idea what you guys said for the last 15 minutes.
Well,
we were talking about Pokemon.
Real quick, JT has his mini review of Elden Ring, which is he's sad because it crashes every 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, PC issues are a thing for Elden Ring.
No.
Like, bad.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's bad on PC.
Well, update us
PC
when it starts working.
The risk reward with PC is that, like, you can have a really amazing experience, but if you're not quite spec'd out exactly how the developers want you to be, or they haven't tested every single combination of things, you can run into a lot of bugs. So.
That stinks.
That's really unfortunate.
Hopefully you can start working better for you.
Quick, we need a day one patch.
Wow. Blake Crouch's next book got bought by Amblin.
Spielberg's going to direct it when it's a movie.
Okay.
It's not even out yet.
We have, let's see, we're at 109. So real quick, let's do some Fanbox questions. We had...
There's no way we're moving this fast.
Two. We have two we're going to do tonight. The first one is from Julie Zilke.
Don't know her.
Okay.
Just kidding. She's pretty cool.
Never heard of her.
And her question is, what is your favorite bad movie?
Favorite bad movie?
Favorite bad movie. What's a movie that's bad, but you love it? There's so many bad movies.
Oh, man, that's...
I feel like one I can always go to is The Room.
Yeah. Safe answer.
It's a safe answer. It's fantastic and it's horrible in every way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go honestly to franchises, and one is the Transformers. I can recognize the just poor filmmaking done in those movies.
I will also join that fight and say Fast and Furious.
But I love them. I just enjoy them so much. I can't help it.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Those.
Yeah. Brett's favorite movies. Brett's like, I'm above.
No.
Bad movies.
The Last Jedi, right?
Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Never
sorry. I
admit
know.
That's a bad movie. I don't know. Something like I still enjoy like Jurassic Park 3. That movie's bad.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah, Alan.
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 Do you think there's a joke about that in the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Over in the chat, Nick says The Force Awakens. That's a hot take. I think most people enjoyed The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I think that's a good movie.
Yeah. I think it's
You're a
I
bold
think it's an
one.
incredibly safe movie.
He says Velocipaster.
We still
We still
haven't
need to
watched
watch that.
3 years later, we still haven't watched it. Are we ever going to?
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
We're gonna make it happen.
Only after we watch the animated Robin Hood movie, because Luke still hasn't watched that.
I still haven't seen it, man. I don't know what's going on. It's just, it's so hard to find on Disney Plus on the front page,
Hey, West Side Story's gonna be on Disney Plus like Friday.
Dude,
Thursday.
that movie is incredible. That is not a bad movie. What else is
There's
there?
probably some like holiday movies.
Oh, The Grinch. The Jim Carrey.
The
Grinch
Jim Carrey
movie.
Grinch, yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I don't think the Santa Claus movie is particularly good.
I
don't know if it's bad, but I enjoy the first one.
I've never seen it, but I feel like The Wicker Man is one that people would love to hate on.
Mm-hmm.
I saw You Got Served in that list. I would agree with that.
Wild Wild West!
What's the number one? Oh, 98's Godzilla
Zilla.
movie is the number one of the 50 best bad movies.
Gosh.
Freaking Matthew Broderick is going crazy.
Anything Roland Emmerich does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
like-
Batman movies, the old ones, the Schumacher
The
ones.
Schumacher Batmans, yeah.
I knew there was a superhero movie that I just couldn't remember. White Chicks. Anaconda's-
Emmerich's The Day After Tomorrow, I don't think is that well received. I like it.
The Patriot,
The Patriot.
which apparently is a rotten movie. We discovered that.
Yeah, Emmerich, that was a good.
We need to go see Moonfall, too.
Yes, we do. We should have went opening week, got our free NFT, man.
Jeez, all that. I like that movie, actually.
Over in the chat, JT says there are bad good horror films like Cabin in the Woods. I like Cabin in the Woods, and yeah, that's not a great movie, but yeah, I would agree.
Triple X
Oh, yeah.
and Triple X3 are awesome. I never saw the second one. The third one
The
is
second
just
one's State of the Union, right?
yeah with Ice
Yeah.
Cube.
Yeah.
The third one was just so dumb. Like one of the people they recruit for the team is a soccer player or something. Oh, and one of them is a DJ.
I love it.
It's like this Black Ops team, and we got a DJ because he's good at just talking out of his booty.
It sounds like something Zack Snyder would do. Deep Blue Sea, yes, 100%, 100%. Oh yes, that's
Mortal
another good
Kombat.
one. The 1995 Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh,
I love that movie.
The Room is number 23 on this list.
That's shocking.
Wow.
Con Air, epic movie. Catwoman,
No.
Jiggly.
But yeah, there are lots of bad movies that people like, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, our next question.
Thanks for the question, Mom.
Yeah, thanks,
This is a
Julie.
good one.
Is from Patrick. Our next question is from Patrick. Patrick sent us a bunch of questions last week to ask over the next couple weeks. So, what is your most anticipated Marvel or DC movie for 2022?
The Batman.
Easy for you, apparently. Same, Luke?
Yeah.
It's a bear crap in the woods.
We're one day away, and the answer is okay. Let's ask this question
Next
in
week.
2 days after we've seen the Bat. So, other than the Batman, what is your most anticipated Marvel and or DC film
The Batman.
after the Batman?
I'm seeing it again Sunday.
Okay,
I already
second.
have my
What
Sunday
is your
viewing.
second most anticipated
Okay, all right.
movie?
All right.
Or if it's the Batman again, what's your third?
Okay.
It's got to be Mom, right?
What?
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. There's just so much going on with that.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I'm gonna say that's tough. Multiverse of
Aquaman?
Madness is pretty high. I was
Flash?
gonna say Aquaman's definitely in the mix. I'm very
I'm
curious.
Thor
I'm
this year
very
next year.
curious about Aquaman as well.
Aquaman intrigues me a lot.
It was a surprise hit for me.
Yeah.
And so the expectations are fairly high on Aquaman 2.
Dante's Peak. Forgot about that movie.
Luke is still looking up
I don't know. There's a lot of really good
bad movies.
superhero movies this year. I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah.
Like I really am, except for like Morbius. But
Batgirl.
is that this year?
Yeah. It's not in theaters, but HBO Max. Yeah, it's supposed to be this year.
Holy cow.
That's getting pushed,
That's
surely.
gotta be pushed.
Probably.
They're
But the
like
Dragon's
doing,
like,
not
they're
gonna
doing
argue,
posts while
but-
filming it. That's the only way that's still coming out this year. Yeah, I would probably say Aquaman. I'm very intrigued by what that could be.
Yeah.
And I just really liked what James Wan created in the first one.
Man,
The
the one
world
that I
and
keep
stuff.
forgetting about is Love and Thunder.
Thor.
Yeah.
Thor.
And
Thor.
I just think that it could be the most insane one. I just from out of nowhere. Everyone thinks because Multiverse of Madness we know is going to be insane on a certain level, but I think Thor 4 could just be insane in a completely different way and just blow our expectations out of the water.
They're
I don't know.
intentionally quiet about that movie.
Well, you got to put all their marketing resources
Yeah,
into
no.
other things right now.
Yeah. And Tyke has been busy too. Like,
Truth.
it's not like he's not being pulled in 1,000 different directions. So hopefully that's not a bad sign. But
It's a rubber
Okay.
band.
I think that's our show for this week,
No way we did that in hour 19 minutes.
dude.
Shut your mouth.
Good job. Okay.
Bye.
That's how we're ending the show. No, thank you guys for tuning in live over here on Twitch. If you're listening or watching this after Monday night, we do record these and stream them live via Twitch, twitch.tv/whatthefanboy. We'd love for you to hop in the comments and let us know what your favorite things are, if you disagree with what we're saying or if you think we're right on point.
What's your favorite bad movie?
Whether you're listening or watching, we appreciate your viewership, your listenership, and I don't know if we'll do a special Batman thing. Maybe not.
JT. Triple X movies are better than the Expendables movies.
So,
I can't read what your comment is because I can't see.
Do
It
you
says
need new-
Triple X was the Expendables
do you need new
before
glasses?
the Expendables.
No, it's just very small.
you can pull that chat up on your computer.
Yeah, I could. It's just
It's more work. We
It's
don't
just
wanna do
more
that.
my take is the Triple X movies are better than the Expendables.
I have a
movies.
smaller screen than you, and I have it pulled up on mine.
The
I can
Expendables
just
2
read
though,
it.
good bad. That was a good bad movie. That
Like
movie's
Expendables.
so ridiculous.
All right. Well, until next week, thank you so much. We'll see you.
Bye.